UK Wildcats and Eastern Kentucky. But this morning, Tri-State Spartans taking on the Lexington Thoroughbreds. Glad you could join us this morning, our inaugural broadcast, Spartan season. Ready to kick off with the scrimmage this morning against the Thoroughbreds. Just about ready to go. Frederick, the Spartans goalie, will be between the pipes. Weston English 77 will center Mason George and Bennett Suda. Front to start the game, Jace Trella, Matthew Pitcher, 91 and 11 respectively on defense to start it for the Spartans. 13-minute periods here this morning. We're just about ready for the face-off. English will take it. Spartans moving left to right in their white jerseys, black trim. Mason George carries the puck across the red line and dumps it in. Swinging around the boards. Suda will go and get it. Battling along the wall. English comes up with it momentarily as Lexington looks to clear the zone. Kept in by Suda. Suda down the wall in the far corner. Swinging around the net. Looks for George. Mason with it against the wall. Will get it back down deep. And English will ring it up on the boards. Pitcher trying to keep it in. Can't do it. Puck will come to the neutral zone. Trella there to retrieve it. Cross ice to George. Mason trying to dump it in. And he will, and we'll go for a line change. Silas Aldridge, 96, humming towards the puck on the far boards. Liam Miller out there, 46. We're battling for it. The puck will come back to neutral ice. Braxton Vatera, 26. St. Louis native will take it. Up ahead to Aldridge, trying to get it deep. And the puck broken by the Lexington goal. 11:53 to play here in the first. So Spartans have controlled the puck in the offensive zone from the goal here. 13, Kendall Annitz, making the jersey switch from 87 last year to 13 this year. He'll center Aldridge and Miller. Aldridge on the right wing, Miller on the left. As Lane battles for the puck. And Annitz has it now behind the cage. The face-off dot on the right side, along the wall, back up top for Vatterott. Physical check there from Vatterott. Come to neutral ice right in front of us. Physical game for Braxton already. And Liam Miller will haul the mail through their own zone, up across center ice to Annitz. Annitz had the puck go off his stick and into the far corner. Aldridge comes out of the corner, shoots and scores. Silas Aldridge with a Spartan snipe early on here in the first period. As your Spartans take a 1-0 lead. Great job by Aldridge down there fishing the puck out of the corner. Rifles a shot upstairs. And the Spartans lead it 1-0. It's off at center. Parker Bobek will take it. Jace Dorsey, 88. Along with 72, Oliver Gherkin. Gherkin will dump it deep. And it'll go around the boards. Bobek giving chase along with Dorsey. Bobek has it. Far corner with Gherkin. And that's Max Manley, 36. Puck in front. Saved by the Thoroughbred goaltender. Manley trying to keep it in the zone. Battle, it still stays in. Bobek, good job keeping it. Down to Gherkin. They come around the near boards here as Lexington looks to break out. Trella will keep it from going deep. And they get it back into the offensive zone. Spartans in on the forecheck. Here's Bobek. Bobek looks in front. Shot by Dorsey. Stopped by Lexington. Another good opportunity there for the Spartans. Trella in deep. George battling down in the below the goal line. And Jace Dorsey will track it down through the neutral zone. And give it over to Mason George. George steps around the defender, carrying the mail across the blue line. Shot goes just wide and gloved by the Lexington goaltender. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Spartans lead 1-0. Off to the right of the goalie by Lexington, and here they come. Bennett Suda. Here from the Spartans, up the boards, tries to work the Matthew pitcher. Lexington keeping it in their zone. Badrock battles along with Weston English behind the Spartans' cage. Puck comes out up front in the slot. Swept out by Zane Suda. By Zane getting out of danger. Then Suda trying to get it across. Puck back to center red. Here comes Suda. Over to Liam Miller. Nelson trying to work it deep. Still battling down low. Go to the far corner, up to the blue line, and Vaderot keeps it in. Just under 8 to go here in the first period. A goal by Silas Aldridge. About a minute and a half in, has the Spartans on the board, 1-0. ThoroughBreds struggling to get it out of their zone. A lot of offensive zone time here for the Spartans already. Clearing attempt hit Annitz. Kendall will bring it across. Ian Miller going to spin it deep. Spartans trying to get in on the forecheck. Aldridge going after it. Miller down there battling. Here comes Aldridge. Same spot he scored from before. This one stopped by the Lexington goaltender. The puck out of the zone. Those Phoenix trying to battle with it. King has it for the ThoroughBreds. Shoots and scores. First shot for Lexington. They knocked the game up. 7:02 to go in the first. Our score. Gherkin, after the face-off win, shoots and off the blocker. Saved by Lexington goalie there. Bobe will keep it in, flings it towards the net, and gloved by the ThoroughBred goaltender. 6:30 to go here in the first, and we're all tied up at 1. Face-off. Controlled by the Spartans. Here comes Oliver Gherkin. Shot to the net. Deflected off into the right corner. Gherkin still going after it. Good battle behind the net by Ollie. Dorsey in there to help. Gets it back up to the point. Vaderot. Shot towards the net. And blocked aside by the goalie. Spartans have it back in front. Gherkin still battling. Chase trailing. Big rig. Good job keeping it in. Behind the net. Parker Bobe. Bobe head up, looking for Trella. Sneaks in on defense to the front. Shot, score! Jace Dorsey. What a pass from Trella. And Dorsey with a yawning cage, wide open in front of the net. And the Spartans regain the lead. Great job down low there by the Spartans. Trella pressuring from his D and made a great pass to Dorsey wide open. Spartans on the attack again. Suda keeping it in. Here's Matthew Pitcher. Looking in front. Centers it. Nobody home. Puck bouncing around. Mason George takes it. Snapshot. Off the pad. Mason couldn't get that one to go. But the Spartans still applying pressure. Down low. Here's Suda. Tried the backhand. That one sticked away. And the ThoroughBreds look to break out. Pass intercepted. And Mason George will work it back to the D. Vaderot to Pitcher. Up ahead to English. English carrying through center. We'll leave it for George. Snapshot. Stick save by the goalie. Spartans still applying pressure. This one worked down to the far corner. Suda in there chasing after it. George battling. Mace giving up a distinct height advantage there. But he's still working hard. And he'll swing around back below the goal line. Great pressure by the Spartans here early on. They're able to keep it in. Pitcher flings it towards the net. Good shot by Pitch. He fell on his wallet. Able to get up. The puck trickles through the neutral zone. Rock fanned on that one. Here comes Lexington. Stick aside by Keene Frederick, the Spartan goalie. Good job there by Keene as they get it out. 3:40 go here in the first. Spartans lead it 2-1. Pitcher intercepts at his own blue line, and here he comes. Pitch gets it deep. He's going to chase after it. That comes back up the wall to Aldridge. Aldridge flings it towards the net. That one sails wide. And here to the near boards. Vaderop will try to give chase. Here comes Lexington. They break it out. ThoroughBreds on the attack. Centering pass. Goes by everybody into the far corner. And Aldridge will receive. Trying to get it out of harm's way. He'll spin it up the middle of the ice. And we're going to wave off the icing call. Goalie will come out and get it as Miller gives chase. Liam battling for the puck. And it's in there as well. Kendall has it along the near boards. Working with Aldridge. Back down deep to Miller. Aldridge will go off on a change. As Dorsey will come out. Jace is giving the Spartans a 2-1 advantage here in the first. Pretty set up from Jace Trella. Jace has the puck now. On the near side. And icing is called. 2:32 to go here in the first. Spartans leading it 2-1. Aldridge and Dorsey, the goal scorers for the Spartans. Bobby line back out there with Dorsey and Oliver Gerken. Estrella on defense behind the net. Get it up the wall to Dorsey. Spartans looking to get it out of the zone. Pressured by Lexington. Into the far corner. Spartans trying to break out. It comes across center red. Lexington tracks it down. There's a solid jump by his stick, but Oliver Gerken picks it up, and here he comes. Ollie with a head of steam. Trying to center it for Bobe, and a good job by Lexington on the back check. Number 6 getting back there to deny that pass, but Bobe tracks it down, looking in the slot. Dorsey shot! And that one sticked aside by the thoroughbred goaltender. 1:15 to go here in the first. Shiley trying to keep it in. Along the near boards here, now behind the Lexington net as they look to break out. Trella applying pressure. Good job there by Jace. To the other Jace. Dorsey swings it towards the front of the net. Save made by Lexington. Trella keeps it in. Jace looking to get it down low. Bobe. Back to Mason George. He'll get it back to Bobe behind the net. Up front. Looking for Dorsey. Back down to Bobe. 35 seconds to go. Penalty going to be called here. And it looks like it's going to be on the Spartans. We'll see who the guilty party is. Second might be Parker Bobe, 25. Or did they wave it off? Nope, they waved the penalty off. In any event, it looks like they waved it off, and that'll be the end of the first period. Spartans with a 2-1 advantage. Silas Aldridge and Jace Dorsey with the goals for the Spartans as they lead it 2-1 here in Lexington. Tune-up scrimmage for the Spartans before they kick off their regular season next weekend up in Cleveland. Brunswick Auto Mart Arena Friday night. Hope to bring that to you. The Spartans take on the St. Clair Saints. face off on Friday night. Penalty on the board. So we'll see if the Spartans are short-handed to start this period. And it would appear they will be. Nope. And it's line out with Aldridge and Miller to start the second period. Pitcher and Trella on defense for the Spartans. Bowlers are ready. And the face-off to begin period number 2. Kendall Annitz will take it, and he wins up ahead to Miller. There's the Lexington zone. Down in the corner. Battling for it, looking to get it up to the point. Pitch calling for it. They can't get it to him. Works it behind the net. 10 minutes. Kendall. Battling down there. Gets it back out. Here's Trella. Jace. Again, trying to work it down low. Annitz trying to get it back up to the point. Good keep there by Jace. And here's Annitz. Walks to it. Right out in front. Nope. Wraps around. Oh! Let's save there by the goalie. Spartans continue to apply pressure in the offensive zone. Good story so far. That's down below the goal line, behind the cage, looking up front. Trella shot, score! Big Rig with the marker. Great pass from Kendall Annitz behind the net. And Jace coming right down the slot. Heavy shot. Spartans lead it 3-1. English with the face-off win. Back to Manley. Get it off the boards to Suda. Sudsy carrying it in the far corner. Go behind the net. George will throw it in front. Nobody home there. It'll come here to the near boards and then out of the zone. Max Manley. Louisville, Kentucky native. Too far from here. Weston English will track it down. The far boards to Mason George. George. Pass up to Suda. Went off his stick. Manley applying pressure. Will jump up from his defensive position. Throws it towards the net. Off the pad. Nobody home for the rebound. Staying here along the side wall. Braxton Vatterott will track it down. Spartans going to have to tag up. We'll come back out to neutral ice. Turn it along. Manley will go back behind the Spartans goalie, Keane Frederick, and play the puck. Back on the boards to Mason George. George up ahead to English. Get it deep, and the Spartans are going to go for a line change here. Parker Beauvais showing his speed, tracking down that puck right across center red. So they apply pressure. Puck works free, and Sam Shealy will go back into his zone to retrieve it. Up the boards to Oliver Gherkin. Here comes Gherkin. Gherkin, Dorsey, and Beauvais. 3-on-2. Great pass over to Beauvais. Shot! That one just goes wide. On the 3-on-2 there, got a good look from Parker Beauvais. Shot just went wide. Here on the back check, Gherkin and Beauvais applying pressure, and the Spartans get control of the puck. Matthew Pitcher up ahead across the blue line to Beauvais. Here they come again. Beauvais and Gherkin and Dorsey. Beauvais walks through the slot. Can't get a shot off. Puck down in front of the net, and then Gherkin can't stuff it home, and it's covered by the Lexington goalkeeper. 9:25 to play here in the second. Spartans with a 3-1 advantage. Top line back out there for the Spartans. It's Aldridge and Miller. On the left wing, it's in the corner and flicks it to the far corner. Aldridge gives him chase. Keep by Pitcher, and he'll get it deep again. Miller working down below. Looking for somebody to pass to. Liam, cross. Looking for Aldridge. Puck skipped off his stick. And Annetts will try to get it back to the point. Lexington there to intercept, and here they come. Shealy back on defense. Good job by Sam. Get in front of that shot. Never did make it to Frederick. The Spartans get it on a harm's way back up across center. Annetts giving chase. Good speed there by Kendall. He'll sweep it down into the corner. Here it comes out front again. Annetts looking for Aldridge in front. Just handcuffed him a little bit. And Lexington will cover it up. 3-1 Spartans lead. 8:10 to play here in the second. English's line out there. Frenchie with George and Suda. Banks gets it back to the point. Vatteron for Suda. Office. Skates back to the point though. Vatteron. We get it to the front of the net. Good pass. English. That just goes wide. Suda over to Mason. George will get it back up to the point. Here's Trello. Back down to George. George looking in front. Trying to redirect there for English. But sailed right by his stick. It's a little too hot to handle there. Spartans will keep in on the attack. Sudsy gets it back to the point. Here's Vatterop. Good D-to-D pass over to Trella. Pass partially deflected. And it trickles in on goal. And Lexington covers up. Good D-to-D puck movement there from Vatterop and Trella. Wins the face-off. Good job, Dorsey. Up to the point to Vatterop. Try to get it back to Dorsey. But Lexington clears the zone. Up at center red there by Trella. Lexington trying to get it deep. And Big Rig will go back and retrieve it. Right in front of his net. Ooh, dangerous play there by Jace. Dad might not like that a whole lot. Durkin centers in front. Dorsey couldn't get a shot away. Pounded by the Lexington defender. Vatterop, don't get it, work it down low. Dorsey, over to Big Rig. Here it comes. Slapper. Gherkin in there, and followed by Bobay, and it goes in. Great work there by Parker Bobay. Finding the loose biscuit, and puts it in the net. Spartans extend their lead to 4-1. In the second. So far, so good for the Spartans. Lexington coming back in on the attack. That shot just goes wide of Frederick into the corner. The Spartans look to retrieve. Kendall Annetts, head up. Cross ice pass to Miller. Here comes Mills. Trying to get around the defender. He gets it deep. Good job there by Liam. So we'll stay on the thoroughbred forward. Trying to wrestle the puck away from him. It's up top at the point. Stuck here on the near boards, and they'll come out to the neutral zone. Max Manley will shovel it across here to the near side. And here comes Annetts. Annetts dancing around a couple of defenders. Stuck right there at the blue line. Puck gets deep. Here comes Lexington trying to break out. Great job by Manley to step up. Here comes Max. Trying to feather it in front. Nobody home. Miller will bring it back up to the point to Shealy. Sam looking in the middle. Aldridge, he gets it deep into the corner. Miller again working below the goal line. Miller back up to the point, looking for Manley. Max, had to skip over a stick. Good job there by Miller to keep it in to Manley. And the puck will squirt out to the neutral zone, and Shealy will bank it off the boards. 4:30 to go. Way off the icing. Spartans will look to retrieve and break out. Sam Shealy. Get it up to the blue line to Miller. Miller looking to get it deep. And they'll go for a change. English will come out. Weston down behind the goal line. Suda will try to make a play there on the far boards. Thrown towards the net. Stick aside. Spartans continue to apply pressure. Matthew pitcher. Trying to get it down low to George. Mason. Going to do something with it. Back to the point. Pitcher. Tried to feed it over to English. Couldn't quite get the pass to connect, and the puck will come out. Pitcher will keep it there. Adderall over to pitcher. Here comes pitcher. Had the puck roll off his stick. Mason George going to go back and retrieve for the Spartans. Oh, there'll be a high stick there on Weston, but ref's going to let that go in the scrimmage. Here comes Suda. Suda in all alone. Sudsy with the shot. And stop made by the Lexington goaltender. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Spartans lead it 4-1. Goals by Aldridge and Dorsey in the first. Trella and Bote here in the second. Parker's line is out there with Dorsey and Gherkin. They win it. Manley at the point. Trying to feed it down to Bobe. Up go here to the near boards. There's Dorsey down in there fighting for it. Gherkin will come out of the pile. Down below the goal line. Throws the brakes on, spins around, head up, looking for somebody to pass to. And they'll just work it down low again. We'll go down and get it. Parker working hard as well. Around Gherkin, trying to chase down the thoroughbred defender, keeping it in the zone. Plenty of zone time for the Spartans here. They have controlled the pace for sure. Go get it. Let the puck roll over his stick. And Dorsey will have to retreat into his own zone. Get it back here to Manley. Max was skated out of his zone. Here he comes. Full head of speed. Max Manley up the far boards. Leads a defender. They have numbers. Looking in the middle. Trying to find Aldridge. It wasn't there. Puck bouncing around. And it's behind the cage. Now it squirts free to the far corner. Trella going in after it. Pressure. Here's Aldridge. Aldridge looking in front. Bobe shot. And a glove save. Woo. Great pass by Silas there. Good shot by Bobe. And just a better save from the Lexington goaltender. 1:15 to go. Face off again. Won by the Spartans. Matthew pitcher. Will skate it in on the far side. Throws it towards the front of the net. Nobody there. Miller trying to battle for it. Liam couldn't find it. The thoroughbreds will break it out, and here they come. Good defense. Good back check there by Kendall Anitz. As we're under a minute to go here in the second. Pitcher. Puck squirts to the center of the ice. Over there for Lexington, and Sam Shealy will work it up ahead to Kendall Anitz. Here comes Anitz on the near board. Goes on the brakes. Pitcher calling for it. Trying to get it to the middle. Pitcher trying to keep it in there, battling. Good job by Pitch and Liam Miller. And Anitz will come away with it. Here comes Kendall. Looking to the front. Miller. Oh, and the shot goes just wide. Good feed there from Anitz to Miller. Shouldn't get that one to go with 20 seconds to go in the period. Pitcher controls it. There he goes. Walks the line. Shot. Goes wide. Middle will go and retreat. 10 seconds to go. They're still battling in the far corner. Get one last shot here before the period ends. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to. The buzzer will sound, and that's the end. 2 periods of play. Spartans on top, 4-1. Spartans will kick off their regular season again Friday afternoon in Cleveland, St. Clair Shore. A couple of games on Saturday against the Pittsburgh Predators and Cleveland Barons, and then one to finish up on Sunday morning against the Predators again. Our score. Silas Aldridge getting the party started for the Spartans. With a goal about a minute and a half into the first period on Great wrist shot, top shelf. Jace Dorsey, second tally for the Spartans. And Trella and Bobe added goals in the second period. Spartans. That's where we're at, 4-1. So it's the third period of play. Western English. First line will start. English, George, and Sue. Certainly giving up size, but they have the speed. They have control of the offensive zone. Face off is going to be won by the Spartans. English will control it, and here comes French. They'll dump it into the near corner. So they will chase after it, bring it around the boards, and Vatterott will keep it in. Job there by Braxton. Lexington trying to control. And they'll bring it out of their own zone, and here they come. ThoroughBreds on the attack. Vatterott down there working with Manley. Max will come out of it. Head to English and then to Suda. Clogged up there at center red. Manley will move it ahead to Mason George. George will spin it back into his zone and go chase it. Spartans in the midst of a line change here. Bobe and Dorsey come on. Finds Matthew Pitcher. Cross ice to Manley. Manley up to Bobe. Bobe. Lost it for a moment. Regains control, and here he comes. Circles around the back of the net. Dorsey calling for it. Went over his stick to Pitcher. Pitcher snaps it on net. Rebound. And that one blocked aside. Corner as well. Dorsey walks out in front. That one goes off the mask and up into the netting. Sneaky good shot there from Jason Dorsey. Take the face-off, and it's controlled again by the Spartans. Back up to Matthew Pitcher. Pitcher across to Trella. Big Ray looks, fires it, looking for a stick. Bobe couldn't get a stick on it, and it goes into the goal mouth and covered up. Thoroughbred goalie. Face-off again. Bobe wins it. Trying to get it back to Trella. Corner as Gherkin goes to work. Ollie behind the net. Up to Pitcher. Walks off the wall. Head up. Back to Bobe. Bobe steps around a couple of defenders. Lost control for a minute, then snaps it towards the net. Blocked aside. They can't get it out. Gherkin. Good pressure. Back to Bobe. Bobe trying to stick it around. He's knocked down. Gherkin takes it. Over to Pitcher. Pitcher. Oh, he gets leveled. Pitch not going to like that. He'll take the seats. The Gherkin. Get it back for the Spartans. They hit Bobe, went off the stick, so they wave off the icing. Spartans trying to get new bodies on. Here's Liam Miller. Matthew Pitcher will fling it towards the net. And that one eaten up by the Thoroughbred goalie. .9:50 to go here in the third. Spartans lead it 4-1. And its line will come on. Miller. Kendall wins it. Trying to get it back to Sam. Sam will walk the line over to Vatterott. Braxton. For a pass down to Annitz. It's in front. Loose puck. And now the whistle blows and it's covered up. Puck movement there for the Spartans. Working it to the point. Trying to get it down low. Again, wins another faceoff. Shealy. Sam gets it towards the net. Ball was crashing hard. Sealed off by the defender. Goaltender covers it up. Face off to the left. Goal. Again, Adams wins that one. Shovel towards the net by Shealy. That one goes wide. Liam Miller will go in and get it. Aldridge trying to help him out. Get it back to the point. As Lexington looks to break out. Oh, not going to be able to get it out quite yet. Now they do. Back to center red. Over to Shealy. Here comes Shealy. Sam, cross center red. At a steam. He'll just fling it towards the net. Down into the corner. That one sails wide as Anitz goes in to get it. Get it back up to the point. Here comes Lexington to break out. Braxton Vatterott. Good job of sealing off the forward for Lexington. Regain control. Braxton has it. And he has some time. Moving it up to Anitz. Anitz ahead of Aldridge. Here comes Silas. Goes around a couple of defenders. Silas towards the net. Snaps it. This one well wide. Go to the far boards for Liam Miller. He'll try to get it. Battling in there. Weston English comes to try to help out. Frenchie and Miller battling, but Lexington comes out with it. They can't clear it. Mason George trying to look in front. Be home there. Keep it in is Max Manley. English will come and help. They dig along the far boards. 7:20 to go here in the third. Here comes Lexington. Snaps a shot towards the net. And Keane Frederick with the save for the Spartans. A whole lot of work for Keane here this morning. He's looked good when he's been called upon. Won by Lexington, trying to get a shot through, but they can't do it. Big Rick will get it, move it ahead. Puck free from Mason George. Here he comes. Tough angle for Mace, throws on the brakes, looking for a trailer, nobody home. And he has it run off his stick. Petrella sticks up. Lexington gets around him. Here they come, Thoroughbreds. Trying to feather it in front. That one just goes wide. Back check there by Sudsy. Lexington trying to get some offense going. 4-1 Spartans lead at 6:20 to go. It's Mason George. Still trying to get a boot. Can't do it. For a line change. Lexington with control. They have time. So they look to break out of their own zone. East Dorsey. Spartans. Trello. Really trying to pop it out of the zone. Manages to do so. Gherkin battling for it here on the near side, right in front of us. The puck will squirt free and ahead to Dorsey. Dorsey across center red, and he'll get it deep. Hard on the forecheck. That's what Coach Anitz wants. Done a good job of it today. Shealy flings it towards the net. Stick the side to the far corner. Chase Dorsey on the far wall. Up to Trella. Trella, good pass. Looking for Bobe. Stick was tied up, but Parker able to try to stay with it. Keep it in the zone for a minute, but then Lexington able to dump it out. Trella will go back and retrieve. 91. Throw on the brakes. And then give it to Shealy. Shealy, cross ice, looking for Dorsey. 5:10 to go here in the third. Spartans lead it 4-1. There's Bobe. Bobe across center red. Enters the zone. Trying to go around a couple of defenders. Shot! Up high. And off the goalie into the corner. We'll stay with it. Oliver Gherkin. Gherkin behind the net. Puck taken away. As the Thoroughbreds try to break it out of their own zone, and they will. Try to dance around the defender. Stayed aside by Frederick. And Manley will take it. Max Manley. Looking for Aldridge. Aldridge. White cage. Dump it off to Manley. Cross ice. Go home. Anitz will try and go get it for the Spartans. Down to Miller. Liam Miller. Down below the cage. Looking up front. Trying to find a man. Get it to Manley in front. Anitz shot. And that was deflected wide. Aldridge down low. Silas takes a rough ride. And I think they're going to get him for that. Going to take a penalty there with 4:07 to go. Spartans leading 4-1. Get the Spartan power play here for the first time this season. Top line out there with Annitz, Aldridge, and Miller. Showing pitcher on defense. They win it. Pitcher. D-to-D pass to Big Rig. Big Rig looking to feed it down low. Aldridge will go get it. Throws on the brakes. Trying to wrap around. Couldn't stuff it in. Here in front again. Aldridge and he scores. So Silas Aldridge with his second of the game on the power play. First penalty of the game. And the Spartans take advantage right away. They lead it 5-1. Face off again at center ice, won by Weston English. Spartans look for control, and the Thoroughbreds get it deep. Happy pitcher will go get it. Fella in there battling for it. Loose puck in front. Squirts wide. Thoroughbreds looking for any type of offense. Haven't had much here this afternoon. Here comes Bennett Suda. George well offside there. Suda across the blue line. So they'll bring it back out. 2:45 to go. Spartans lead it 5-1. Start to the season. Spartans. Face-off win. And Bobe will try to bring it across in the zone. On the far wall, Parker Bobe. Head up, looking to get it to somebody. There's Dorsey in front. Fanned on the shot. Couldn't get good wood on it. It bounces around here to the near side to Bobe. Up top to Manley. Max with the shot. That one deflected wide off the stick of Jace Dorsey. They will maintain control. Gherkin to Dorsey. Walks right down the slot. Shoots. And that one wide as well. Back up to the point. Manley looking for a stick. Tic-tac-toe passing didn't work. They continue to apply pressure. Manley back to Gherkin. Gherkin looking for Sheely and had it deflected away. But here comes Dorsey. He'll pick the pocket of the Lexington defender. Shot off the bar by Dorsey. That one rang loud here at the Lexington Ice Center. This Gherkin will control it now. Circles around, throws on the brakes. Trying to get it deep. He does. Down to Bobe. Bobe looking to get it back up to the point. Manley was there, but it trickles out of the zone. And here's Aldridge looking for the early season HT. He gets tied up as the puck gets down deep into the Spartan zone. Sam Sheely will take it for the Spartans. Here he comes. Across his own blue line. Try to get it deep. Able to get center red, some little icing there. Good job by Sam to get the puck deep. And here come the Spartans again on the forecheck. Here's Annitz. Walks right out in front. Aldridge down there battling forward and it goes wide. Aldridge trying to wrap it around on the backhand. Denied the hat trick with under a minute to go here. 5-1 Spartans. Tons of offensive zone time, tons of face-off wins. Good recipe for success. Those look good today. Aldridge down in the corner. Will look to get it up top to trouble. Jace goes around the defender, steps up, snapshot. That one just deflected wide. And Annitz will go get it. Lexington trying to skate it out of trouble. Turnover right in front, and it's off the bar. No good. Kendall was all alone in front. 10 seconds to go. Spartans again. Annitz walks it off the boards. Looking in front, throws it in front. Score! Liam Miller with 4 seconds to go. And that will do it. Well, Spartans look good early. Minute and a half in, Silas Aldridge gets them started. His first of 2 on the day. He added 5 more after that. And the Spartans will win this one 6-1. Right there. Well, good job. Get the season started for the Spartans. We'll hopefully see you Friday night from Cleveland. Have a good night, everyone.